G'day. My last video was about rigging up the CTEK charger here to the Mustang. This isn't a daily driver, it's a garage queen. It may not be driven for a week or two. And you know, after a couple of weeks, you'd get that irritating notification on the Ford Pass app that the remote features have disabled to preserve battery. Even though I never had a problem starting it after, a couple of weeks of no driving. Recently went to Morocco, spent 3 weeks over there, fabulous place, interesting. I last drove the car on the 17th of August, which is the day we left. And 14 days later, on the 31st of August, I got the Ford Pass app notification saying that the remote features had been disabled. I thought, what the f***, I had the CTEK charger up and running, connected, and I'm kind of sitting there on the other side of the planet wondering, has the CTEK charger failed or something? Because I was not expecting to get that. Anyway, I posted about this on the 7G forum at the time, got 2 responses. One was from Starship Enterprise in the States, g'day, who posted an interesting snippet out of the Mustang's manual. And Ford suggests starting the car at least every 15 days. Now I can understand that because you want to get the parts moving, get them lubricated and what have you, but if you're away from the car, you're away from the car. And then BFET's posted, g'day Steve, over there in Western Australia. He posted something from the Ford Australia website about deep sleep mode, which I was completely oblivious to. It says, and I quote, "Your connected vehicle includes a protective feature known as deep sleep mode. Deep sleep mode is triggered on a connected vehicle to conserve battery power if it has not been manually started by key within the last 14 days. So there you go, these notifications appear to be time-based and not so much on the actual state of your battery. But I guess if you do have a battery that is in poor state and not holding a charge, you'd expect to get these notifications more frequently. Purpose of today is 2 things. I'm curious to know how much the car is drawing when it is off, how much is drawing out of the battery, and secondly, how much charge current is being provided by the CTEK MX 5.0. So what's going on here? Well, I've got this instrument here. This is a multi-function instrument. It's a digital storage oscilloscope, but it also has a multimeter, which I'm using today. It's in current range. This is actually looking at the current coming out of the battery. So what I've done, I've hooked this up. One of the leads is going to the negative of the battery there. The other lead, with a microfiber towel in between so it doesn't short, is going to the battery side of the BMS, or the battery monitoring sensor. Now I've wired this up so that a negative value is the battery being discharged. A positive value would indicate that the battery is being charged. And over here we've got a conventional digital multimeter. I've inserted this in line with the CTEK charger. This is the lead for the CTEK. Positive lead of the CTEK goes directly to the battery plus. The negative of the CTEK lead goes to this M6 stud here, which is quite a convenient place to hook this CTEK charger up to. So anyway, I've broken the path there and I've inserted this multimeter again on the negative side, so if anything were to short to the chassis, it wouldn't be a big deal. So just taking a look here, we can see the car is drawing about 18 up to 44 milliamps. It's sort of up and down like a bride's 90. But it's sort of 110 milliamps. So it's not drawing a huge amount of current when the car is just sitting there in the off state. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk away from camera for a sec. I've got the key fob, which is out of range of the car, and we should see some activity as I bring the key fob closer to it and the car detects that. So I've got the key fob in my hand, just entering the garage again. Mustang gives us the welcoming light show. And as you can see, the current just, I saw that at 8 point something amps. 7.5. The lights are still on at this stage. We had a relay click. I think the welcome light should go off any second now. Unless it knows it's, oh, there you go, the lights have gone off. Current just spiked up to almost 9 amps. And we're sitting at about 6.5 amps at the moment. You'll find after a few minutes this current will drop down to not much at all. Just put the key fob over there. There we go, 3.8 amps, 3.7. So what we'll do, we'll come back in a minute or two once this is stabilised. Okay, back again. Been away from the car for just over 20 minutes, 23 minutes. And we can see the current has fallen away quite significantly. So it's drawing about 14 milliamps, 16, 19. So less than 20 milliamps, which is, you know, bugger all. So that's what you could expect when the car's just been sitting there parked. What I'm going to do now is hook up the CTEK charger. It's plugged in at the mains. I've just got this lead hanging down. That's where it needs to be. So just remember, a negative value out of this is the battery being discharged. When we see a positive value, we know the battery is being charged, and we'll see what the actual charge current is here on this multimeter. Hooking up the CTEK, it's just giving itself a kick in the guts. About 3.5 amps coming out of the CTEK, 3.7, 3.8. It's 4 amps. Now it's going to go through its, you know, stages, stage 1, 2, 3. Sits on 3 for quite a while, then it takes quite a bit of time to get to stage 7. I've never actually timed that. I'd be curious to do that one day. So as you can see, because there's the car is drawing negligible current, say that after a few beers, these are very similar figures. So the MXS 5.0 is working at 4.3 amps. And just let me check what stage are we at. Yeah, we're at stage 3. I've been away for just over an hour, 1 hour and 6 minutes, as you can see, and our charge current is at 2.5 amps, and on the CTEK, we're at stage 4, so still a while to go to reach stage 7. Let's come back later. It's been about 16 hours since the CTEK was hooked up. It does take quite some time for it to get up to stage 7 of its charge routine, and as we can see, the charge current has fallen away to not much at all. It's about, you know, like 20, 30 milliamps as it's charged the battery up. So what I'm going to do now is disconnect all of this. I'll return it to normal, and I'll just measure the battery volts, see where it's sitting at. Oh, whoa, 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 that's the alarm. Okay, was not expecting that. All nice and tight, back to normal. Let's measure the battery volts. 12.85. Thought it may have been a little bit higher than that, but you know, there you go. So good to know the CTEK charger is still working. So I know from now on I can just ignore those notifications on the Ford Pass app, and everything is working all right. All right, thanks for watching. Cheers. We'll see you next time.